commentary for this.
I'm going to give it my best. Palpa, here, educate me. Palpa goes Fox for...
Palpa does go Fox for Puff.
For Puff.
Only for Puff. Palpa will be going Fox only. I mean Puff only. Sorry, guys. I completely sober.
Mock, you're a Falco man, so I'm going to defer to your knowledge. What do you think about this matchup? Because a lot of Falcos are doomers about this.
So, I am a doomer of this matchup. The thing is, when Puffs do stuff like that, they're not going to win. You can't be lazy against Falco.
Yes.
Falco has all the tools to win, but those tools are like, you know, like when you're taking a screwdriver and you have only a flathead and it's a Phillips screwdriver, technically it'll still work. It just doesn't work to maximum like efficiency.
Yeah, you can like force it, right?
But
you can strip the screw.
Yeah. But like if the screw is willing to work with you, it's gonna work just fine. And if the Puff's gonna work with you, you're gonna win. See, look at that. That's too slow. That wasn't good.
That was mighty considerate of Palpa, according to your commentary.
I mean, Bobby could have probably just done a full charge forward smash for more damage.
Bobby likes to build ego meter, though, right?
Yes.
Like I'm going to beat you and make you look silly.
Believe it or not, I am the first sponsor for Bobby he ever had.
Really?
Yes, he went to a Houston monthly. He lost to Cade. But I paid for his entry because I had like $20 or $30 or $50 or something. And I was like, you know what? I don't need change. I have a job.
Yeah.
Just pay for Bobby.
And now look, just because of that small investment, you've created a YouTube monster. I hope he's got a contract with that famous lucky guy.
You know, I hope so too. I'd be happy if Bobby did it.
Yeah, because I want advertising revenue off of that if I'm Bobby.
And also, it didn't make me feel bad because Bobby, like we said before, was one of the real people who really went to every tournament. He really tried hard.
Grinder.
He was a real grinder, you know. And Texas is a big state, so it's really hard to find people who are willing to actually go out of region.
Yeah.
And Bobby was always willing to go out of region.
Yeah, not the best. You have to drive here, basically, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's people who aren't familiar with Texas as a state. It's like going to RGV is literally like going through 3 other states.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes. I mean, going to New Jersey, New York was literally not even going to Houston, Dallas. Not even close. It was like going to that and then going back to your home.
I like that because it implies that we love the game more than the East Coasters.
We do probably love the game more than the East Coasters.
Yeah. I don't know about the West Coast. California's got the
California's long. California's very long.
Yeah, so we won't talk trash about them.
No, we're not ready yet. I mean, if I can get some more science or data behind the facts, maybe I will. But at the moment, we don't have that.
I once heard someone describe Falco as a winning war character. Like if you're winning, you can just push that win to the end, right?
It's weird, but I'd say that's true, but only in certain matchups, and Puff is not one of those matchups.
Yeah, Puff's never out of it.
But if you're against another Falco, it's definitely true. Because you can start playing a little farther back, you can really build up a lead, and those leads get exponential. Kind of like what Sheik does.
Yeah, Falco's going to punish you for trying to get in on his...
It's not quite like Marth, because Marth retreating is actually very doable for Falco. Yeah. Like, if you know Marth's going to keep retreating, you can deal with it.
Almost after that forward smash after the laser connect. Palpa's doing a good job of making this very irritating.
Yeah, unfortunately, Palpa's still in this. Now he's on it.
Did a good job there. I think that salvaged some mental damage if nothing else going to the next game.
Yeah, you got to get that lead. You don't want to have Dreamland as your that back of the head counter pick.
It really is. I mean, Falco is, with certain characters, you just kind of go into the Dreamland game like, well, I'm supposed to lose this, right?
Not even. Like, Falco does fine because, you know, Falco at the end of the day is a lame character like everyone else in Melee. You know, you can just sit back, laser, hit your spots. Yeah. I mean, I say this as Falco, and I understand. Like, you know, I think Falco's not as good as people think he is, but at the same time, it's not like he can't do things to win this matchup at Dreamland.
Well, Bobby does a good job connecting unorthodox aerials to keep Puff in a guessing game of the DI. There are like a lot of DI traps. Like, I don't want to die here. But guess what? Because you're DIing like that, everything else is about to connect to you for a huge follow-up. And eventually you're going to be holding out or you'll be over the edge. It's the vortex, right?
Yeah.
You never want to like hit them with the thing they expect to get hit by because they'll be dying for it.
And Bobby's put a lot of work into these matchups. Like, he used to have like a 0-30 record against like Peach mains and stuff.
Yeah, Bobby, just testament to attrition. Eventually, if you slam your head into the wall enough times, the wall will start to crumble.
He basically is string theory as a Falco.
Yes. Very inspiring tale. And he does that a lot, which is the full hop to the platform. He can even edge cancel the dare right there to just really make it a really safe approach. When I watch Falcos play this matchup, dare is out like 90% of the time.
You kind of have to because you're most like disjoint move.
Yeah.
And Puff's all about disjoints because it's Puff.
Can't crouch it, and she's going to be ducking a lot of the time too, so it's like, man, I want to hit her.
And it comes out so fast and it's disjointed, so like that downer he just hit, Puff was back airing when what Puff thought was a safe spot but wasn't for just down air. If he threw it in air or something, it still could have ended up, you know, like, it just wouldn't have done as much. Whereas it puts Puff in a like more favorable position for Puff because you want Puff to be closer to the ground.
Ideally, she doesn't be in the air. She's stuck on the ground, getting dared to eternity until it's time to get the finishing kill, which really does define the matchup if Falco can find the last hit.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, I mean, he's going for up smash, which is good because he got up B.
I think the
almost a kill if he didn't hit off the wall.
The wall kind of took away some of his momentum.
Firebird is a surprisingly strong up kill.
Yeah, it's, they do the little bomb soldier combo. It's famous. So good. Little pot shots. That's just kind of racking up. God, I hope this kills.
I mean, you know, that's kind of how this matchup is. You at a certain point, you just got to do as much damage as you can. Eventually, when your hits will hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like Falco does not have really good kill moves against Puff that aren't just back air. Up smash is okay, but his up smash is, I mean, it's hot up smash.
Yeah.
It kills at like 120 plus. It takes a while.
So that's why I don't play Falco. I don't want to sign up for the mental discipline. I don't want to give you guys too much credit because
Puff should never be hit by a up throw downer though. That's lazy by Puff. Like,
is it possible that he's avoiding anything else, or is it just like
no? It's just lazy.
It's just lazy. Okay.
Like even a level 9 CPU wouldn't be hit by that.
Well, we got to give them credit. They are on challenge brackets across the league with people who couldn't find teammates.
That's true. That's true. I didn't find a teammate. A level 9 CPU probably did find a teammate.
Yeah. No. Ganon actually is always available. A lot of hype going over on the side.
Let's see, we got Big Dog and
I think it's Believe. No, that wasn't Believe.
Oh, let me stand up. Oh, I have no idea who that is. That's one of those loud guys from like Waco or something.
Oh, or Lubbock.
Oh, Lubbock. No, not Lubbock. You know where the Bungo lives?
I don't know where Bungo lives. He's hiding that information from me.
He lives in
and these tech chases are beautiful.
That's huge. When you're feeling this Falco and hitting those downers on tech chases, that's honestly one of the best feelings in the world.
It's almost like the staling of the moves helps you too, because it's even at its most stale, it's still great.
Because it's one of those things where it's like you look like you're running forward, and you know your opponent's like, oh, he's running forward, so I'm going to DI backwards, and then you just dash backwards.
Yeah.
And then you hit him with another backer down there, and you're just like, oh, I'm such big brain, even though I'm Falco.
Like I said, I don't want to give you Falco mains any credit, but yeah, it does look like it takes a lot of mental discipline.
Look, there's no real mental approach until you see Falco in doubles. That's where the big brains come out.
Sure. I thought you hate doubles. Edge cancels the dare there up top to try to extend it. I didn't mean to speak for you.
Believe it or not, I do not hate doubles. I just hate that I have to use more brain power than my teammate. And if my teammate isn't putting as much work in as me, then I don't see a big point to playing doubles.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of blaming others for my faults, too.
I agree. You know, I played League of Legends at one point.
Yeah. That's why singles is so hard. There's no one to blame except for your opponent who played lame.
That's the best part about playing singles is you can't blame your teammate.
Yeah. I just prefer to play God. Why am I not more talented?
Understandable. You know, it's really talent and not like practice that's holding us back.
That was an RTC, but it was actually kind of a delay. Bobby.
Yeah, and was also staled a little.
Yeah.
Or else it would have killed, obviously.
Wait, it's banned. There it goes.
I don't know enough about frame data to know if Bobby should have lived there or not.
Ooh, very clean.
Wispy actually helping out there, which is rare because Wispy hates Falco. Little known factor.
He just hates specific
hates
characters.
Falco, you know.
He blows a little harder.
You know, characters with not big sweeping hitboxes.
Yeah.
You know, like Marth.
No, he loves Marth. He gives me a little kiss on the cheek.
He loves Marth. The stage hates Marth.
Yeah, I guess so.
But Wispy loves Marth.
Goes for the pound. You got to treat it like candy. You can't have too many pounds in your life or else you're going to get fat.
That's true. You know, and nobody likes it when you get fat.
But every now and then it can be just, beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's one of the most disjointed moves in the game.
Has so much priority, too.
Oh, yeah.
You're just going to beat everything straight up for the most part. Tech rolls in. Could have reacted. Reaction rested. Is that what the pitch? Yeah. RTC. Yeah, there we go.
Reaction tech chase. Is that what RTC stands for?
Yes.
So you can tell the RTC off.
RTC rest. Nair's over.
I know it's been like 30 seconds, but that was actually a pretty sick grab Palpa had when he upbeat at him.
Yeah. Bobby putting up the laser dare wall. Makes the movement so hard for Puff to kind of aerial her way in.
Oh, that was a terrible get-up attack. That was a terrible get-up attack.
You see how he did the double jump and charged up the dare before the final little dunk? Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. I mean, Palpa, you gotta stop pressing buttons there. You know, you gotta roll. You just roll in. It's Falco. You just gotta roll in.
Well, I want to say that if there was such a thing as Palpa, would you call an aggressive Jigglypuff? Because it seems like he wants to attack a lot.
Palpa's definitely a little more aggressive than most Jigglypuffs, but that's probably because Palpa also plays Fox against Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
So Palpa kind of understands the plight of how boring it is to play against Jigglypuff. Hence why Palpa doesn't even play Jigglypuff against Jigglypuff.
Oh, yeah, which is just a testament to the even Puff players don't want to play against Puff.
I got to give Palpa a lot of credit for using Red Puff.
Oh, the Quinceañera Puff? I'm super happy for her. She's become a woman.
Yeah. Or a man.
I like the blue one, personally.
I like all of them, except for the green one. For unrelated reasons to Hungrybox, but it's completely related.
You just already didn't like the green one?
No, I actually love the green one until Hungrybox.
Did something happen in your life, like a tragic backstory to where you hate the green Puff?
Yeah, it was called Hungrybox.
Oh, you just said it was unrelated to Hungrybox.
No, it was completely related, I'll be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, at least we established that.
As an honest person, you know, yeah, that's
I'm worried about the, like...
Yeah, that should have just been an up throw. You got to challenge Falco there with an up throw.
Oh, you were talking about the game. I was about to talk about how people who wear the naked Puff, they're just like crazy.
Oh, naked Puff players are... That was a good rest.
That was a good rest.
That was a very good rest. I got to give Palpa a lot of credit. That's a tough rest. Hungrybox would never win for that rest, by the way.
He might have.
No, he would definitely win. Hungrybox has no idea how to RTC a rest.
I think that was a read.
It might have been a read. And Hungrybox definitely does not go for read rests.
I think he does. I think he actually made his entire career off of that.
Oh,
no. And bearing and whatever.
He definitely made his career at bearing and just being better than other players.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's going to take you far, being superior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
This stage sucks for. I actually do think Falco wins here.
Oh, Falco. This might be the only stage where I'm like, yeah, Falco beats Puff.
Yeah. There's just
the only stage.
You cannot get away from these hitboxes.
Pokemon maybe, like.
Yeah, but that's more theory.
That's theory.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with Pokemon is nobody actually likes playing on that stage because of the camera.
Because it like hides into the stage. Yeah, that's annoying.
And like, you know, you can just jump up as Falco and like all of a sudden both characters aren't on the screen anymore.
Yeah. Man, the fact that you can just top platform up tilt into jump, my God.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Real brave Falcon mains understand that Green should be illegal against Puff.
Y'all can campaign lobby for that. Meanwhile, I'll work on Temple so I can go down there and tech all day.
Look, Temple's barely a real stage. The most fun thing you can do in Temple is just choose nests and like heal each other and dodge ball bombs.
I just have a really good memory from my cousins there. Okay, Palpa evens it back up. He's in a bad spot on the top platform. Gets the dare into a guaranteed up tilt, I think.
Yeah, but he had a good DI to not get double. Oh, well, that's bad DI. But it's still fine because it's Puff.
That really looked like it should have been the blast zone, so that was a good job by Palpa holding up. That's where you do want to just pray, like, God.
Oh, Bobby missed a crouch cancel right there, and that might cost him. Ooh, he got lucky. If Palpa really hard read that rest, that would have been
a huge momentum shift.
That would have been huge. Yeah. It would have put him back at 0-0.
I feel like there he's going for the shield grab, not the best spot for it, but maybe banking on Bobby being a little bit nervous. He's going to be able to clean this up. Yep. Yeah. I like that he was aggressive there and decided.
See, this is where it gets really scary for Falco. Last stock is it's terrifying because every Falco main knows that Falco's just not good at living.
And the disadvantage here is that rest is, no matter where you are, you live it because you're just God, apparently.
The rest was only like 2 or 4% away. Okay, it was really close. It was a really I thought he was going to rest right there. Yeah. I honestly thought that was a rest.
The Puff was puckering. She was ready to let it rip. Gets on the platform, going to drop through.
Oh, that was terrible DI. Terrible DI.
Good stuff.